Oh, sorry about that. But what's up, guys? I just did another deck profile. I thought it'd be helpful because I don't take them out that often. But I mean, I try, but there's not a lot of people subscribed or even like paying attention. I get like 10 views of video. Doesn't really give me encouragement. But anyway, um, this is a Fall of Albaz again, but this time with branded banishment. Where's the other one? Cartesia. This one's really good. I feel like this one this one replaces this one, because this one your opponent has to have more monsters than you. So in the first turn, it really doesn't really work. But if you had a Fall of Albaz and then this in your hand, you could just straight out synchro or fuse right away. Um, also just did like instant fusion, a metal reflex line for the slime obelisk, Millennium Eyes for fusion. I main decked Onyx again, Dark Onyx. Uh, you know, I added another Juice Worm. He's real good because I like that you can bring him out, and if he dies, um, you get to pop a special summon monster. So most of the time when it's first turn is because they're specialing. They're not normaling like once or twice, unless they get all three copies of double summon in one turn. So yeah. I also added this one, Light of the Branded. It's good cards, but I have like mostly all the branded, but the problem is that a lot of them have a lot of requirements. Like you have to have a monster in your graveyard or that's a fusion, certain cards in your hand, things like that. So that's why I didn't like this one. Is like a backup, like I could choose a monster for my graveyard. But the reason why I run two of these. I wish I had a third one, but I don't. This is the other one. It's a really good card because you get special fusion. Um, you know, so usually albaz or branded fusion is the main things I'm going for. I went for double Abelion. He's real good. You know, I still have Arima the Wicked Warden for the draw power. Mostly because I can bring out like a what you would call it, like a bestial from this guy if I tribute another dark from my field, and I could get like one of these guys. That's why I have him in there, because I think it works really good. Because if you need draw power, besides the fact that you already have Cyberjar and this one, it's really good to just like bring your bestials to your hand just in case your Lebellions get ashed, or there's the point of it is like for it to always have a chance to keep going, even if they ash or effect failure or whatever hand traps are being played the most to date. So um Baldrake to two. I had three, but he's he's okay, but I retribute enough because of him. So I kind of need my other monsters. So Harpies, Featherdust. I don't know if you noticed that. Dimensional barriers. This one's real good because let's say you have this and then this. Uh, if you don't get to return them, you can also like keep them from coming to the field. So it's a little like trap, just in case, or like evenly pretty much. Um, Triple Regeki. Uh, I have one, two, and then three over here. Uh, you know, the regular Monster Reborn. I don't like taking this out because this one's a really good out. Like when, let's say you like have no monsters or you need something. It's a good way to for a cost. Like if you fall on Albaz, you could like send Monster Reborn from your hand to the grave as a discard cost. Some of these cards are real good, but they're meant so like if you use them, they're powerful. But if you discard them, it won't hurt you. Unless like if you notice Fallen Albaz lets you discard, but you have to have certain cards for it to discard to get back on the field on set or face up. Um, just the regular. I don't know what version it calls, but it's a really good deck for certain periods. But it's not always go first. because a lot of go first is because mostly because you drew the cards that you needed. Um, that's why when I that's why I said like when you shuffle like your your deck on like times where you're not playing, it's really good because if you like go to the tournaments, locals, whatever, and you have your deck a certain way and you don't shuffle it before you start, um, you probably get the pretty much the same hands, and it pretty much sucks when your opponent, you know, the deck is bad, and then you you try to shuffle it and it's still stacked somehow. So that's why that's why it's kind of hard because a lot of decks now, like I had that experience, and my decks are not horrible, but they're not perfect either. But most of the time, why they fail is because your opponent like already has certain cards in certain ways. Um, it's really hard to shuffle too Yu-Gi-Oh cards because they bend so easily. The sleeves are not really that thick; they're not really that strong, and this is what you call it, hyper mat. So like you see that bend, it's like really fast for it to bend. So pretty much the reason why they keep winning is because you know your opponent will freaking drag you down the grave because you bended one of their starlights or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of hard. I wish there's better sleeves. I've been going through sleeves and sleeves and sleeves, and I can't find one. I damaged a lot of my cards already because of the sleeves. Like either they get shady here, like you can't see the clear picture of the card, like it gets like from scratching all over the sleeve, just random things like that. So I kind of was hoping I'd find a sleeve that's easy to shuffle, last a long time before you can like this is clear because these are new, but once they're used they get like a little like a white like scratch, but there's so little but a lot of it, so like sometimes you may like get the same hands over and over and over. So for some people that could be beneficial because then that means that they don't have to worry about drawing a dead hand, and mostly all the time when you have certain decks like that is because they have dead hands. But this one is I haven't tried it, but I've been waiting. I'm waiting for the April 13th tournament they're gonna have at Los Angeles. You know, but yeah, that's what I have now. Triple Uber, triple Rocks Rose. Rocks Rose is really good because it's another discard card that you don't have to worry about. You know, so if you fall of albaz and discard this, you send like one or two. It doesn't matter since you run three, and then let's say you have like nothing left, or you don't have like monsters. You need to put a monster in defense or something. So when the rocks rose in defense goes graveyard, you could add this one back to your hand. So it like recycles over and over. And even if you discard it, it can still come back to your hand. So it's a really good way to have a cost and not worry about it, you losing the game because you had to discard a card that you really needed. So that's why I have it too, because it's like you always gotta, if there's a requirement, you always gotta have something that won't hurt your deck. A lot of people can throw away anything, but like for me, the cards that I use in my decks are I need them all the time because the first turn decks are always like consistent. They attack and they lower your life points real quick and real fast. So the reason why I don't run ashes is because it's a fire a monster. Even if it's a tuner, like I won't be able to use Dark Honest. Like let's say I have a Dark Honest in my hand, and then I draw a Ash, and it's my only Ash, and you try to summon it, and then you can't Dark Honest effect because it's not dark. So, and Dark Honest only works on dark monsters, so that like I there's no way of it helping you. So that's why I don't run it. Neither a fake bather. I had Nibiru, but I didn't run it either way, even if it was dark or earth or whatever. But still, it's some cards are costly. So for some people, they're not worried, either maybe because they stacked or they just have really good luck. So it's it's kind of nerve wracking because the wins are very important. especially in locals or big tournaments. So it's a little hard to come by with these decks, I know, but I mean I try. I really like I don't cheat. I don't cheat, because if you look at all these cards, none of them go together, they all like work individually. So you don't just like, let's say you have this and this and this and that, and you think, oh, there's a combo in there. It's like it's not really that. It's just that I'm trying to disrupt my opponent from and manhandling my life points. So yeah, this is the, I don't know what version. I'm just gonna call it Fall of Albaz, or I really don't know, but it's a good way to play if you really need like to not worry about like your opponent. But the problem is that there's a lot of deck profiles now, a lot of decks consistent, competitive and all that, and I don't really do that. I focus more on what the card does, and I really don't want to have a dead hand, because a lot of people will go, oh, game two, not even try, because their decks are already like made. They already have dead hands, so when there's a dead hand, they go, okay, next game. You know, they don't want to go through the embarrassment of losing. I bet I go through it all the time. Some people may think, oh, it's because your deck sucks, and no, it doesn't. It just you're you're pretty much either stacking or something's really wrong with your shuffling. So but I hope you guys watch this video and give me some some roots, our roots, like rooting. But I mean, I just do it because I know there's a lot of people that don't get the game, and like they don't really think it's important, or but it's a really good, it's a good way to strategize, use your math, things like that, making combos. I like it more than Pokemon, because Pokemon is more like it's like magic pretty much, because the energies are like the elements in magic. So I really don't know why they said that Yu-Gi-Oh tried to take away from magic when it was Pokemon. So something must have went there. But yeah, this is my other deck list up to this date, and I hope that you guys check it out. You guys can add, discard, whatever. But the way I run it, I mean, it's very useful for me because of my extra deck. So it's cool. It's a cool way to play. If you want to have like that Yugi style, where like he had like certain cards like exchange, or you know um certain things like that. But see, that's the video. Peace.